Welcome to the third phone review on nostalgia phones, and this time all the 8 people that watched my Siemens S6 unboxing video will have seen me use this brochure that I found in the box. And in this brochure I was checking and I noticed this phone here and I thought, wow, I need to have one of those with a color display, an old phone. And when I went through my collection a bit, I discovered that I actually had one of these phones. So this is it, the Siemens S10, also called in the Netherlands the PTT Telecom Pocket Line Prisma. It was probably a very expensive business phone in the days 1997, 1998. For some reason it has had a sister phone, the Sony CMD-X2000. Batteries are interchangeable. They can be used by both of them. The size is about the same and the connections at the bottom here are also the same. I'm not sure what exactly the background was of this cooperation between Sony and Siemens, but it really is there, and they have many similarities, like the SIM card slot here, but they also have many differences. Sony has, well, the key layout seems a bit the same at the first glance, but Sony has its on-off button here, and Siemens has it in the red button. Sony, of course, used its jog dial to scroll through menus. Siemens has the soft keys and this slider on the side here. But this is about the Siemens S10. Let's power it up and see what the party trick is. And of course you can see immediately that it has a color display with red, blue and green colors showing. And it has even has a nice animated background. If you look closely, you can see the colors of these hexagons change every now and then. So it's still working fine. I was even able to charge the battery for some reason, so that's great. And well, let's just go into the menu. It has a menu button right here, and we can use it to scroll through the menus. Let's first change the language. So where's the language? It would be, here's the language. It's much easier, of course, if you speak English, that we set it to English. And now everything is nice and understandable for anyone who doesn't understand Dutch. Okay, so the ringer is, of course, the sound. It says it has a vibrator. I doubt that somehow. I didn't get it working. Let's hear the tones for normal calls. Very classic. So nice ringtones. And we use the soft keys here to go back one step in the menu. We have, of course, SMS messaging. Back in 1997, this was still a single band phone, so only usable in Europe, I guess. We have diversions, so we can send it to our voicemails, control use, we can have key blockings and all that sort of stuff. We have the counters that can tell you how many expensive calling minutes you have used, car use, setup, key sound. Of course I turned it on because it's nice and old-fashioned. We can configure an own greeting text at startup. Power save mode, I'm not sure what exactly it does, but it's on for some reason. The display, you can choose the colors we can change the contrast here. Illumination, of course we want illumination. It doesn't have really advanced features like infrared or that sort of stuff, but it's still, it's really looking like a Siemens of later days, like the battery the reception icon here was used many years after this in all Siemens phones. The use of hexagons in the display and the layout is also very Siemens-like of this period. And even though the Sony appears in many fields to have some similarities, it's also very much different in look and feel. You have, of course, the phone book. So it's an interesting thing. I guess it was a very expensive phone back in its day. I've never seen someone really using it, but it must have been some business guy or woman that really used this for important stuff. That's probably why it has a voice memo button. There's even some sound recorded in it, but I can't really make anything out of it. We can configure the shortcuts here. And apart from that, there's not much to see here. There's no games, there's no special features or very advanced features. It's just a cool looking thing with its color display. And someone must have been very proud of this one. Time to switch it off and see the animation again. Proud to say that it's GSM. And we'll see you later at some other phone review.